Hi Scorpio, here is your general reading for the month of July 2017. Before I start the reading, I just want to say that this month of July is going to be my 1 year anniversary of putting videos on YouTube. And unlike some of the other readers who have been doing tarot for many years before they came to YouTube, for me, when I started doing YouTube last July, that was also the first time that I had started to do tarot. So this whole year for me has been a real journey, and it's been a journey about me becoming more acquainted with the cards and improving my ability to read them, and also improving my ability to understand my own intuitive feeling about things. I just want to thank everybody who has viewed my channel over this year. And a massive thank you to everybody that has subscribed to my channel. Thank you for all the likes and the dislikes. Thank you for all the comments that you continuously leave. I do try so hard to reply to everybody, but unfortunately sometimes I don't have the time to do that. But I do love how you all interact with each other in the comments, and how you do all go on to offer further help and support to each other. I think that's fantastic. A massive thank you as well to everybody that has booked personal readings with me in this first year. It's a real privilege to do personal readings for people, so thank you so much for that. It shows that you have faith and trust in my ability as a reader, and that does mean a great deal to me. Now, let's just get straight into your reading, okay? The central issue this month is the Three of Swords, okay? Now, it's not a card that any reader likes to see, or anybody for that matter. The thing with the Three of Swords is the overriding message is one of sadness, loneliness, possible heartbreak and grief. Yes, the Three of Swords can talk about a third-party situation, that there may have been one in the past, or there may still be one now, but it doesn't have to mean that for everybody. What it can talk about in that reverse position is that yes, you was feeling the sadness and rejection due to the loss, most likely, of, you know, a person or a relationship in your life. You're on the path to recovery now that it's in the reverse. It talks about trying to release that pain now. It may also require you to show an element of forgiveness towards somebody else if they have wronged you or caused this pain towards you. And this card is about coping with the loss of something and how you're going to cope with it. In the effects of the recent past, we've got the Hermit card here. It is a major arcana. The Hermit has that bright lantern. He can see his path ahead. But the Hermit is somebody that needs to take some time out, needs to go within himself to maybe find some inner knowledge, to gain more perspective. A need to look deeper in order maybe to be able to process what has taken place. What has taken place that has brought that Three of Swords energy into your life. The need to go within, as I said, to process that, to gain a better perspective on that situation. About trying to gain a higher wisdom here. In your present, we do have the Queen of Swords in the reverse position. Now, yes, the Queen of Swords can talk about another individual that you may very well be dealing with. If that's the case, it could be an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. It doesn't have to be a female. It's not gender specific in these general readings. If it's not talking about another individual here, then it can be talking about your energy. When she's in the reverse position, she can be quite cutting and sarcastic with her form of communication. She can be very much like the King in that position, who can be slightly narcissistic, judgmental, critical, feels that she knows best, and somebody that is maybe being bitchy or coming across in a very cold-hearted manner. Now, as I said, this could be the way you are behaving, but it could be somebody else around you that is behaving in this way too. If that's not the case, then it's talking about the need for you to refocus your goals or your direction now. And in order to refocus your goals or direction, you're going to need to weigh your options up. And you may need to be more assertive in terms of what it is that you want and don't want, what you will put up with and what you won't put up with. In your advice position, be it positive or negative, we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse position. The Six of Pentacles is a card about generosity. Generosity of spirit, kindness, giving. In the reverse position, it talks very much about somebody doing the giving and somebody constantly taking. Now, this could be in terms of finances, that somebody is becoming a money drain, that you are constantly giving this person money and they are quite happy to take it without ever repaying it back. Somebody taking advantage of your generosity. But it could also be in other aspects. Giving too much of your time, your emotions, your love. Your next advice card, be it positive or negative. We do have the Major Arcana, we have the Hangman. And this talks about you being in limbo. Literally hanging around, trying to gain more insight, trying to gain a fresh perspective. It's almost like waiting for that epiphany. It may require you to start to look at this situation in a completely different way. That may be the fresh perspective you need here. Because whether that Three of Swords is talking about you having gone through a painful loss or suffering some sadness due to somebody else, or you inflicting that onto somebody else. You may, as I said, need to look at this whole situation in a very different way. You may still need to be in that place of the Hermit for a little while, for you to gain this better or this fresh perspective here. Because both of these cards, the Hermit and the Hangman, are very similar energies. The Hangman is choosing to stay in that position, and the Hermit is choosing an enforced isolation. Now, here we've got the, I can't seem to pick these cards up. We've got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. The Nine of Swords talks about the thing, it talks about all the thoughts that go around and around and around in our head. Those moments when we're going around in circles, stressing, worrying, feeling anxious. Going backwards and forwards within our thoughts. Should I have done this? Should I have done that? Should I have said this? Should I have said that? All these crappy things that we do to ourselves within our own thoughts, where we may not be able to sleep at night. Mental stress and anguish. In that reverse position, it talks about you starting to come out of that, but maybe still ever so slightly in that situation. It may also be that you're still in that frame of mind, but you need to start to realize that things are improving, that you are on the road to recovery with that Three of Swords in the reverse position. Now, here we have the Queen of Pentacles. This can be somebody also involved in this. Queen of Pentacles can be Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. Not gender specific. Again, it doesn't have to be talking about another person. it can be here talking about your own energies. The Queen of Pentacles is a very grounded energy, that kind of mother nature type energy. She's very practical in her approach, very down to earth. She is very good at showing her affection towards others in terms of gifts. Now, if that is the case with you, then you need to be careful, like I said with that Six of Pentacles, that you are not giving too much while somebody else is doing all the taking. The other aspect with that Queen of Pentacles is it talks about wanting security, wanting to put roots down somewhere, wanting commitment. And this could very much be your state of mind at the moment, where you're wanting security in your life, maybe in regards to, well, in all of your areas of your life, you know, your finances, your home, the material aspects of your life. Wanting to put roots down somewhere. Now, your outcome is the Nine of Pentacles. There's two aspects with this card. One, it can talk about somebody who feels they have all the material things they need, but feels that love is lacking in their life. But when this card is in this upright position, it can also talk about somebody who deserves, who has earned well-deserved success. Somebody that has accumulated finances, maybe has their own business or is doing well in their career. Somebody who has their own home or a nice home. Somebody that is comfortable on the material side of life and has achieved those things on their own. That's why they deserve that success, because they've got all of these things through their own effort and hard work. But it can also be the single person card, that Nine of Pentacles, whereby at the end of July, you may be in this frame of mind, Scorpio, where you want to focus more on your finances, your home, putting roots down somewhere, finding security within yourself and your material side of things, and choosing to stay alone. There's been real sadness here. Either sadness that you have felt, as I said, rejection, loneliness, all of those things. Or it is what you have brought to somebody else. But I don't see that. I feel that Three of Swords is more talking about you. And it's really there to highlight that you're on the road to recovery now. And you may need to start to look at things in a different way now. You may need to start to get out of your own head. And you may very well need to put some roots down now in order to bring some security into your life. But the outcome is of success, well-deserved success, that most likely is going to see you ending the month on your own, but feeling secure, as I said, when it comes to the material side of your life. Now, to go alongside these readings this month, I've decided to use my Psychic Tarot Oracle cards by John Holland. They're beautifully illustrated and such bright and vibrant colours. Now, you got here number 2, mental conflict. Now, with these cards, there you do have a book that tells you more, gives you a deeper explanation about this card. And this says, this card deals with the inability to move forward. As self-doubt emerges from indecisiveness or not being able to take action with a person, group, or even a situation in your present life. It may not be an easy decision, but you are already aware of this. Just remember that you have the strength, courage, and power to make all the necessary considerations. When you decide to act and finally make the choices that need to be made, then and only then will a resolution be forthcoming, and with it a sense of mental relief. There's assistance out there for you, so seek out and listen to wise counsel to help you make the right decisions. Listen to your intuition and have faith in yourself. Peace and harmony will be yours. And really, that is what this whole reading has been about. The need for you to go within, to understand everything that's taken place, to gain more insight, a better perspective. Also, a need for you to change the way that you are dealing with this and looking at this situation. There's been a loss here that's brought about immense sadness and pain. And you know, that 6 of Pentacles, as I said, is warning about greed. People taking and expecting you to do all the giving. You are coming out of this with that 9 of Swords in the reverse and the 3 of Swords in the reverse. But you're going to have to change the way you are thinking about this situation now. Otherwise, you're going to keep yourself trapped in this mental conflict. Success, well-deserved success, can be yours with that 9 of Pentacles, but you're going to have to get out of your own head here. Okay, Scorpio, this is a general reading. As I said, it may not resonate with everybody, and it is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.